right, we're gonna jump in right away. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Hi, my name is Charles McGregor. I am the founder of Tribe Games and developer of Hyperdot. Today we're gonna be doing a stream. It's been a while because we had Thanksgiving weekend. But how's it going, everyone? Actually, before we jump right in to the me working on stuff, doing some housekeeping things. First off, you might notice I mentioned this in a community post earlier, but I'm still working on my first devlog, but I haven't been able to do that nearly as much as I wanted to, largely because I've been really busy in real life because I'm going to be moving soon. So that is currently taking up all of my headspace. So that is why I have not been able to work on said things. And really the only thing I've been able to dedicate some time to are like the shorts, because they take so much little time in comparison to this devlog, which also is kind of bigger than what a normal devlog will ultimately be, because I'm also introducing what exactly OmniGear is, which is what I'm working on today. But yes, so I am I'm currently trying to figure out how to balance both all these things at one time, but I am still making some progress on that. Hopefully that'll be out. I keep on saying this, hopefully that'll be out by next week, but we will see. And then the other thing of housekeeping, I have notes because I'm trying to remember all these things. But the other thing of housekeeping is that I'm also trying to play around with like the stream times of this. So right now this is a little bit earlier than I normally stream on Fridays. But yeah, I'm just trying to see what makes the most sense, because I really do ultimately want to have this to be like a peek behind the scenes, as well as like potential like faux co-working kind of thing, so that you're able to do things while I'm working and stuff, and have like a chill stream that you can have on in the background and whatnot. But yeah, so yeah, with all that said, we might as well just jump right into it. Really, what I am going to do is a grab bag of like various different things that I have been like pushing off in OmniGear for a while, some new and then some fairly old. Yeah, we'll switch right into it. Ooh, there we go. So basically what I am going to be working on today, I'm going to work on fixing the show HUD toggle thing, because since I've changed the HUD to be from the in screen space, it's now going to, and now it's on the actual player, so it's above the player. That doesn't work with the show HUD toggle, which is kind of bad, because I use that toggle so I can record footage and stuff of it without any UI and whatnot. So that'll be nice, and that should be super quick. I'm not too worried about that stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna be working on that, and then I'm gonna also be working on making a more elaborate windscreen, so that it doesn't just instantly dump you to the results screen where there's a whole bunch of a list of options. Here, let's see if I can pull that up real quick. We'll just go to basic arena and then switch over to this thing here. So yeah, there's a bunch of options that pull up here. I'm going to make a more elaborate one where there's like a stopgap between the two. This is both for emphasizing that, hey, somebody, like, the match is over and here are the results, as well as stopping you from pressing the restart button right away after you press, or like right after the game goes into like its result screen, because that happens really often, and more often than you'd think. So yeah, I'm going to be trying to fix that. A lot of like quality of life things. And then we might be able to get one last thing in there where I want to start working on. I'm probably not going to finish, but I want to start working on an auto targeting feature. So it'll just automatically look at the enemy or the enemy team and whatnot, and then you can choose which target you're looking at. So if you're familiar with Custom Robo actually does this, where it'll just be like there's an arrow above you, and then you can switch between whoever you're looking at. But this is, in Custom Robo, that is literally the only way in which you target. There is no like custom aiming and whatnot. But the reason why I want to do this is like multiple reasons why I want to do this. One is it makes it so that it is easier for people who don't want to start doing like aiming and stuff, or aren't trying to do aiming as well as doing attacks and things. It's really good for accessibility, and it also opens it up for like other like control schemes and inputs in the future, because I have been thinking about various different like inputs and like ways in which you can play this game, but I'm not entirely sure on all the details and whatnot. But yeah. Okay, so with all that, let's switch back to the main menu because we need to add in the HUD things. So let's go add in some HUD stuff, or we'll add in the toggle for the HUD stuff to work. So if I go in here and go to the main canvas, let's see. Okay, we're in the main canvas, and then go to the settings here, which fortunately the settings are, oh yeah, this should probably go. The settings are a prefab, which is kind of nice, but I want to, inside here, there's the show option or toggle option things. So again, I haven't touched this stuff in a bit, so I have to remember where everything is. Oh, it's in the HUD manager. Sweet. And I have that open. Okay, so the show HUD and the HUD manager. Gotcha. Oh, okay. So previously I had it so that inside of the HUD manager, it would go in and tell every HUD, hey, turn off your alpha. I can do that instead of in here. I'll just do that inside of the and I'll do it inside of the actual HUD itself. So I might actually not need to be inside of the main menu, because I'll go into whoops, go right back to the main menu. I need to go here, and then I'll just go to player canvas, info display. There we go. Actually, yeah, info display. We'll just do that. Gotcha. Okay. Oh, right. I was testing I was trying to get the became visible and invisible thing to work, and that was not working. All good. Okay, so we're gonna go in here and we're gonna go and try and do a canvas group. So we basically, okay, this is what we'll do. Instead of this stuff, because I already have the stuff here, this should actually be fairly quick. Inside of here, so on enable. So this happened on enable. I'll just continue the on enable train here. Void on enable. If manager dot show HUD canvas group alpha. Here, let me move my mic so that I'm audible. Okay, alpha equals 1. We'll just do this for now. Because it'll just like, well, 1, it'll work, but 2, the thing that I should probably do in the future is have it so that this is more of a just like, hey, do your alpha stuff in general, because I'm gonna have like, if you're hidden behind things, you can hide behind things in the future. There we go. Okay. Also, let me know if the sound's a little too quiet and stuff. I'm noticing that it's a little quiet. There you go. Okay. So yes, we got this stuff done, all that stuff done. I'm gonna mute the audio just so we don't have double audio after this reloads, of course. All right, there we go. Okay, so Right now we have these things going on. This should theoretically work. We'll just go in here, press play. Let me get my controller out. That'll probably help. Oh yeah, I have that. Oh, I need to go into the game data. Do I not have game data highlighted? No, because I overwrote the default stuff. Number of players too. There we go. Yeah. And is deathmatch. Yes. Okay. Okay. Now let's try this. Sweet. Okay. The timer is not showing up. But if I hide the HUD, no, it's still not, it's not hiding the HUD. Of course, it's not that easy. Okay. Let's see. Why is the timer not showing up right now? HUD, info. Oh, info is, oh, I should probably revert this. There we go. Oh, cancel it. Okay. Well, we can test this out. Feel a little bit better about ourselves, seeing as though like part of the thing. There it is. The timer's going down. I go to settings, go to show HUD. Okay, and timer is gone, but the HUD's still up. Oh, it's because it's on enable, and on enable only worked because that is a HUD, or the HUD goes away when the pause menu goes up. So I need to make it so it's not on enable. I need to do yeah, I'll just do check. Whoop. Void check visibility. We'll just do here, check visibility. There. It's not ideal to do it every frame, but it's again, a lot of I keep saying this like throughout every single one of my streams. A lot of this code that I'm going to be doing is really like prototype temporary. So I'm trying to, because normally I would go in and be like, okay, I have to make the systems be perfect. I have to make them all correct. Which then slows me down, which makes me not want to work on things and be like, oh, I don't want to have to deal with all this stuff. And I make things way more complicated than it needs to be. So I am trying to go about this like, okay, let's just do this as, you know, as easy. Like don't stress over things, be okay with imperfections. And it's a little hard, but you know, still, you know, learning, trying to do things. Anyway, let's show the HUD, or not show the HUD, and we don't have a HUD. Sweet. Yeah, the only thing that is like required is to be able to see where you're aiming, though the aiming thing is also probably not going to need to be there. So the player indicator on the bottom also might not need to be there in the future, because I'll have 3D models and they'll be rotating towards where you're looking at. So you won't need some type of indicator to show you where you're looking at. So that'll be nice in the future, but that's a future thing, and I don't want to have it so that I can't see where I'm aiming. But okay, so cool. That is working. Sweet. I also want to, before I go, I want to leave the match. I want to just test it in other levels because I want to see whether or not everything is working out the way that it should. We'll do Mountain Arena, sure, why not? And then we'll just jump right in. Okay, cool. You can see the stuff. Go to settings, go here, and it's gone. Yeah, sweet. Okay, so it is working. The other thing that I need to do not way in the future, but in the future sometime, is that I need to add in like a bunch of like save data information. So like, you can save your preferences, your audio levels and whatnot. And also like save, eventually be able to save your like presets for mechs that you've made. That way, then you don't have to keep on remaking it inside of that the menus and stuff. But again, that's a future problem because that is a much bigger ordeal than like a small bug fix. All right, so we got that. I do have a. I guess I can show this. I do have these things here. So fix toggling. Bam. All right, let's do the more elaborate windscreen. This one has been a long-standing thing that I needed to do. In fact, it's something that I was like, when I was doing the original prototype of this, I was like, oh yeah, I should really fix that because this is a problem that I had in Hyperdot, and then I never fixed it. So let's go about and fixing that. All right, so we are gonna go here. We're gonna actually switch this to not display to 16 by 9. I like to work in 16 by 9 because one, that's like what everybody, the majority of people use for their screens and such. But it's nice as like the median thing for whether or not it'd be like an ultra wide thing, a super ultra wide, or even like a 4x3. I guess that would be more like an iPad thing. I don't know too many people that use 4x3 as a monitor. I know that there are some people who do prefer a more square monitor. Okay, so with that, yeah, we're gonna just go in and do the elaborate windscreen. Or more elaborate windscreen. It doesn't have to be super fancy. It just has to be a break before you get to the results. Yeah, so actually, let's try and think about this to figure out what exactly we want to do here. So yeah, you're just gonna drop all these bombs. There we go. Bam. So right now, it just instantly went to this screen. I don't want that. I want to have it so that it says player one wins. Maybe, yeah, it says player one wins. And then it gets to this screen. So an easy way to do this is that if I go in here and I make a new menu, let's go to UI. So I have made this menu system that I can just instantly effortlessly make menus and stuff because I make so many. I normally am I am such a nerd about a lot of like UI and whatnot, but I have like my own custom menu system thing that I'm just able to just type in here and be like windscreen, and now I have a windscreen that is that will show up. Let's switch this to that. Whoa, no. There we go. We're gonna hide the HUD. Cool. And then we're just gonna go in and we're gonna go in and add a windscreen here. So I'm gonna go to the wind prompt here. I just want the title. There we go. This part. Game over. I don't necessarily need it to say game over, but this will dynamically get updated as we go on. So we'll put this in the center. I love how it's not doing the snapping stuff. I wonder if do I have snapping disabled? I think that the new Unity UI, or not Unity UI, Unity interface stuff. I'm always because I'm jumping between versions for various projects. This one is one of the later ones that I'm using, but later it's 2021. But I'm trying to figure out what exactly are all the snapping things. That's fine. We'll just for now just eyeball. But yeah, something in the center, and then I think I have already made a utility that I would be able to utilize here. I think I will. I have a like a get rid of, or not get rid of, like a switch between a menu automatically one, but it doesn't look like I have it, which is okay. I guess one last thing I can check is here. No. Oh, auto switcher. Sweet. Yes, I do have it. Okay. All right, go here. And the target menu is the game over. Cool. And have a delay of 1.5 seconds. Let's just do that for now. I don't know why I said 1.5 seconds. We're just gonna go with it. So yeah, 1.5 seconds, just do that. And then go to the game. Let's go to the game over logic, which would be inside of game data. Actually, it would be game state. Yeah. Okay. Inside of game state. Check rules. Invoked on game over. Reset. No, game over here. Switch menu to win screen. I should probably call it result screen instead of win screen. Win screen is a the reason why I jumped straight to win screen is that's what I did in Hyperdot. I just called it windscreen, and then eventually that no longer became a relevant name all the time. So I'll just say, I guess it would be results. Fine, I'll just do windscreen. As you can tell, I'm really good at naming things and very decisive on my names. It is what it is at this point. But all right. So, okay, we got that stuff. We're going to just actually, yeah, we're just gonna save this and then test it. Right, there you go. All right, so we're just gonna oof, wow, the phantom thing. Okay, got that. Bam. Okay, so that is kind of what I want. It's a little too quick there. It's not super slow. It's really fast. But yeah, something where it's like, oh, the game is over. Everybody has now understood that the game is over. We're gonna now switch it away from said game. So I'm gonna go in here. We're gonna just mess around with some of the timing on things, not the camera, the canvas. We're gonna mess around with some of the timing, and we're gonna double it. So we'll do 3 seconds. I forget who wrote about this in a talk, but there we go. 3 seconds. It's too long. Good. We found it. We found the too long thing. But I forget who wrote who said this in a talk or whatnot. I found this in a talk. I'm pretty sure that it's been said multiple times. But like for you to go in and like when you're making changes, like do like doubles or like double whatever the value you're doing or half the value that you're messing around with. That way, one, you see a strict difference between what you're doing. Because sometimes you're like making small incremental changes and you're like, oh, it doesn't feel so right. Oh, it feels wrong. And then eventually you come to realize that it never was changing anything because it wasn't working. So if you make really big changes and sweeping changes, you'll feel it more. There we go. Yeah, I think 2 seconds is pretty good. Maybe I might want to I'll try out 1.75 just to try it out. Because I think that might be the sweet spot, but I think 2 seconds, I would be totally fine with that. 1.75. I got kind of lucky with my 1.5 estimate. I guess I also have experience with doing hyperdot stuff. Yeah, that one felt good. Okay. But that is enough time for people to be like, okay, I have, like, the game is over. I am registering what has happened, and I am no longer pressing the buttons on the controller. That is probably the main reason why I want that to happen, is because you are no longer pressing the buttons on the controller. I think that, well, yeah, it depends on how the final design on a lot of these things are going to be ultimately, but I might have it so that you have to press like certain buttons in order to do things rather than navigate to different things, but we will see. That is kind of nice to have it so that you just have to press certain buttons because of that reason, so you don't like accidentally go to quit and whatnot. So yeah, 1.75 is what I said. Sweet. Okay, so now I need to update this text. So how do I do that? So right now I have inside the game over stuff. Inside of game over stuff, I have the results manager. So the results manager is the thing that updates all that information. I think I might want to break this out into like a results prompt that looks at the manager to see like what has, or I guess that looks at the start screen and whatnot to see what has happened. Yeah, I think I'm gonna break this out into a different thing. We'll say as a results prompt. Just make a folder, call it results, move the results manager. It's down here. Move the results manager in here. I try to organize things, but as you can see, I did not do a great job of that. I do need to do a better job of that. But at least they're all inside of like folders and things that I can look at, which is nice. Okay, so we're gonna go in here, say results prompt, and the results prompt is gonna just be this part here. Because there are two areas in which this is going to be. I think ultimately there will be one area this is going to be in for like if I were to like update this to make this look more fancy. Ooh, I can make this slightly fancy. So in this menu like thing system that I made, I can make default animations and such. So I'll do like a zoom in thing, and then I guess I'll just fade it out. It doesn't have to descend because this will eventually go up. Yeah, the only other issue that I'm gonna have to deal with this is the team stuff, or not the team stuff, the rounds. When you have multiple rounds that you're going through, I have to make it so that this screen is the only screen that you go to. You do not go to the results or the game over screen, which would mean that I would need the results manager to not be on the game over screen. It would have to be out here. Okay, well, either way, I'm gonna separate the results and the prompt because that'll be useful for future stuff. All right, so yes, you don't exist because I moved you. So I'm gonna go in here and not make that same mistake. There we go. Let's close all this stuff. Don't need that. Drag this over here. All right, so what do I need? All of these things. Yes, all of these things are the things that I need. So I'll just actually just copy that, transplant that over here. And I guess, yeah, the one prompt I don't need the one prompt animation because that's not going to be, it's no longer going to be needed, really, I don't think. Okay, is match over. Right, we don't have to worry about the one prompt animation right now. We're just worried about this stuff. Okay, void on enable. Also using Unity Engine UI. Oh, and whoop, and using Text Match Pro. Cool. So, gonna grab these things, these functions, which basically says, hey, is this a cooperative thing, or hey, is this a competitive thing? Also, again, shout out to Ben Burns for for the music that's playing in the background. It is so nice that it's kind of relaxing and whatnot. I'll bump it up a bit. Okay. Oh yeah, if you are at all curious about that stuff, link is in the description for the music. Okay, so we got this stuff in here. I don't think, yeah, all this other stuff, yeah, this is loading things. Leave match prompt. Yeah, that's don't need that. Load title. Yes. Okay. Good. All that stuff is that stuff. Which means I don't need any of this stuff in the results manager, because I'm about to go in and well, before I do any of that, let's make sure that it works on one of these prompts, and then I'll just drag that stuff over. Okay, so in prompts, results prompt, go grab the, I want to say it's the text here. The score is just win prompt, and then the score object is that, and then the winner panel. I don't know if I need the winner panel. It would be oh, this. Oh yeah, I do need the winner panel, because that changes the color of the thing from red to whatever the team that won is. Or if there's a tie, it's gray. Yeah, I think that's how that goes. Good. The good news is, yeah, see, I don't think that I named these all that well. I feel like I should probably name them better. So yeah, it should be, winner is the winner text, and then the score text, which is like, yeah, the wins prompt, I guess. Score object, and the panel object, yep. Then options. Well, all right, no, I don't need options. But yes, I have this, the score object, the winner panel. Cool. Okay. So right now, now I just need to, test it. So we're going to go in here, press play. Also, I still have some debug stuff I realized on the thing I should probably get rid of. There we go. Player one wins. Sweet. Okay. If I were to leave the match. Okay. Maybe, see, that felt a little bit long. Maybe I was right on the money with 1.5. We'll see. We go in here. We'll do rounds this time. I know that this is going to be like a weird one. I guess I could have done damage here. But this is going to be a weird one because it's not going to work completely. There we go. So that works. This, then it shows this again. And then we're getting back here. Yeah. Okay. Do I want to have the screen darken when I do, or when this shows up? I think so. I think I probably want that. Because I think that, yeah, if I had the screen darken, it's easier to see the text and whatnot. So yeah, I think I'll do that. So I'll just copy this over and then drag this in here. Bam, there you go. Fairly easy and quick. Okay, so we got that stuff done. I also realized I did not grab a cup of water, so I should probably go do that soon. But I'll do that immediately after adding the prompt to the game over screen. That's great. So the when prompt prompts this thing. Oh, I guess I can make this a prefab rather than whatnot. Do I want to make this a prefab? Because this, yeah, I'll make it a prefab. I'll just do that. Okay, so we'll do a prompts prefab. I guess a results prompt. Results prompt. I could call it that. Anyway, I love how I'm just trying to think of the different things that I can call these things. Menus, and we'll do inside of here. I'll call it results. Bam. And instead of doing that, we'll just open up the canvas. Drag this over here. Cool. Open up this. And then just drag it up into the place of where that is. I know that this is going to break the animation. But what animation? Oh, I think it's the one animation. There it is. I need to just change the thing to say results prompt. Or I can do something else. I can just call this prompt. Prompts, I guess. Then it should work. Yeah, match over, round over. Cool. I guess it doesn't really matter because the round over stuff is not gonna exist. But it is fine. All right, so yeah, let me close out a Slack so I don't have all these distractions. Yeah, so that should work. We're gonna just close this up, save that. Oh, right. Let me go in here and hide that. I just do that for the sake of ease. Then I can remember that. There you go. What are these? Yeah, I don't know what those are. I know that they're for TextMesh Pro. Sometimes, or like TextMesh Pro needs to make some sub objects under the text so that things work out. Or like, because there's some things behind the scenes that it's doing, but I don't know why there was just some stranded ones up there. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna go in here, press the play button. And the goal here is to see whether or not this is the same. It's the same prompt stuff. So this should be that, and it should be that. Yeah, player one wins. Okay, so that is working. That's sweet. The only other thing I have to worry about now is the player. Or no, when you do rounds, when you do multiple rounds, I need to have it so that it doesn't go to the result screen first. I probably should have done this a while ago. That way, then I don't have to do this. But you know, sometimes you just have to make things work, because I know that was the easier way or easier thing to do than the alternative stuff. So I will do that, but I'll do that right after I go get a drink of water. So I will be right back. All right, and I am back. All right, got me my drink of water. But yeah, we can get right back into things. So yeah, let's try and figure out how to do the round stuff. So the way that the round stuff works right now is if I open up this, oh, I don't have every time. Gotta go open up the state. The way I have the round stuff working right now is on game over. Yeah, on game over, I think I say is match clear. Yes. Go to definition, go here. So I have something inside of on game over that says, hey, is this is the game or is the match over? And a match is the entire, so a round is like the one round that loops over and over, and then the match is like the set of rounds. And what I want to do here then, I guess, would be to well, let's go to the results manager and get rid of all this cooperative text stuff, because that's no longer, or all this text stuff, it's no longer inside of here. And it's like, oh yeah, we know. This win prompt, yeah, is match over. Gotcha. So what I want to do is have this, basically have this be called when the auto switcher should happen. Which means, which actually I could do. I can just have a check part. Oh, I see. I am missing a. Whoops, I'm missing one of those. Oh, geez. Oh no. There we go. But yeah, I can have it so that basically the text prompt shows up correctly. Okay, so, or I have the text prompt, like the auto switcher text prompt, linked to one of these functions that will ultimately say, hey, check to see whether or not the match is over. If it is, do this instead. Oh yes, I'll change the auto restart to just say reset game. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. We'll do public void reset game. Here. What? Oh, it does? Oh, well, yeah. Then I should probably use the one that I already have made, instead of not that. So we'll go here. We'll go to the game over. No, we'll go here on switch, do game over, and I want to do a check. In here, say void check round check match over if game data dot is match over match map match if it is over, then switched to, all right, I guess do nothing. I'll say do nothing because it'll just automatically go to this thing. Else do reset game. All right, there you go. Okay, so with that, all that, this now no longer needs to exist, because this is the second that you get to this screen, it should just be now you're on the screen. So yeah, that's good. So we'll do that, and then we'll say, hey, check the I don't see results manager check. Let's see, hold on. Oh, I didn't put public. Oh my goodness. All right. No, sometimes you forget. I'm also gonna go in here and change the timer to be a little shorter. Check match over. We'll change the timer. We'll change it back to 0.5 or 1.5 just to see. Until we get there, because I think that it's right there. It's right on the right cusp, but we'll see. Okay. So yeah, we did all that stuff. We're gonna press play. We're gonna grab my controller. Something tells me that I forgot that I need to put a reference somewhere, but we'll discover that as soon as we get there. Bam. Uh-oh. Oh, I know what happened there. Well, actually, no. Let's do a debug. Did it get here? Oh, log. Match is over. Debug dialog. Do nothing. But hey, do something. Match isn't. No, match is over. And then match isn't over. That's not clear. Is not over. That's way clearer. Okay. We'll do that. I think that it should be fine, but we'll see. Okay, let's do a play. All right. I'm gonna jump on here. I really should probably have this be a quicker thing. Also, I need to like get good at doing that. There we go. And it showed it again. It says match is over. How many times? Once. Oh, game over. Ah, okay. That's the, yes. Okay. So it is working, but the animations are messed up. So we're gonna go here, go to one prompt, and I think I'm just gonna get rid of the animation on here. Whoops, not the scan lines. The one prompt. Just get rid of the animations entirely. Remove. Because that is a product of me not wanting to do up or down. Yes, okay. We'll save that. Press play. Oh, yo, bro. You didn't miss much. I basically, so the things that I've done is I have it so that you go in here, go to settings, and then you can turn off HUD. And now there's no HUD on the players. I made that so that works again. So that's good for when I record footage. I need to do that. So it's clean. So there's that. What else did I do? I am working on a more elaborate windscreen right now. So that there is a stop, like a pause before you, like this. There's a pause there, and then you get to hear to stop people from accidentally pressing the restart button right away. Also to let everybody know, like, hey, the game is over, because that has happened multiple times where people were like, what happened? What just happened? Kind of thing. So yeah, and that's why I'm thinking, I don't know whether or not I want to have the screen darkened when that windscreen shows up. Maybe not. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe not. But that the thing that I just did worked. We're gonna go in and check to make sure that like it works in terms of for rounds. When I say, hey, let's just play 3 rounds, best of 3, or first to 3, not best of 3. Yeah. See, now you're playing with no HUD. Okay, so that's doing it. Bam. Okay, sweet. Oh yeah, I am definitely going to fix or replace the smoke particles from the ones from Fingens. Yeah, the next like big endeavor that I'm gonna do in this is actually like work on the like 3D models, the VFX, and like the art, because right now that just doesn't exist. Slash, I'm not entirely sure what it's going to look like. So I am planning on doing something where it's like do more of a deep dive to try and figure out what exactly the aesthetics of the game is going to be, and stuff. And that does also mean that the UI slash even maybe even the logo will not be the way that it is right now. Actually, it's probably the logo will not be the way that it is now. Although I am fond of it, but I want to do what is best for the game. But yes, so that did work. As you can see, there's I basically am able to go in here and be like, all right, here are the explosions and whatnot. Bam. All right, I won. And like me looping through this is like proof of it working. But it shows that windscreen thing here, and then it just like immediately goes back to, hey, we're about to fight again, and then we're gonna go back doing this stuff, and then when I win, bam, it goes to the result screen rather than doing the things, and there's no like additional wait thing going on. So sweet. So that is the windscreen thing done. I think I'm going to, before I say I'm done, I think I'm gonna try, I'll just try lowering the opacity, because I do like the idea of having the text be visible, but I don't like the idea of like completely separating yourself from the gameplay at this point yet, because I feel like it's a little bit too abrupt. Yeah, that feels better. I'll do that. Something to allow you to see it, but you haven't like completely separated yourself from the gameplay, which is nice. All right. Okay, so with that, I'm gonna go in and say, well, turn the HUD back on, but I'm gonna go in and say, hey, add this windscreen thing. Actually, no, apply this to everything. Apply everything. Bam. There we go. I like doing that. So that should be good. Okay. So now if I go in and say, we're gonna move that over there. There we go. Okay. Well, then that means, because I did that so quickly, that means I can do the last part that I want to do, or want to start. I'm probably not going to finish it this time, but I want to look into doing auto targeting. Again, this is if you're familiar with custom robo, basically the auto targeting stuff that I want to do is have it so that it looks like you ever try using another organization? Yes, you did ask this before. For work, I am using Notion. We've used Jira in the past, which is good for bug tracking, not the greatest for everything else. We use Hack and Plan, which is like a game dev focused tracking situation or system, but it was fairly cumbersome, and it wasn't really good at cross talk. But Notion for work, that has been really nice because of the database stuff. So yeah. Okay. But I like using Trello for the personal stuff, largely because I'm really familiar with it, and it is fairly simply laid out, so there's not a lot of prep for me to add new things and whatnot. But I have been thinking about switching over to Notion for personal stuff, just because it would be nice to have that database things. But anyway, yes. If you're familiar with Custom Robo, Custom Robo has it so that you automatically look at the opposing players and stuff, and you can switch between the targets, and you'll have like an arrow above your head and you're pointing and whatnot. That is what I am going to be exploring. Again, it's for accessibility reasons, for ease of use, so that if you're not comfortable, if you're like, I don't want to deal with having to aim and whatnot, that it opens up that, and it also opens up various input options, because I could like theoretically even have it on something that is not as tactile, like on a touchscreen or something like that. Is there, maybe I should do a mobile port? Who knows? But you know me, I very much like to explore all the different options and avenues that are available to me. But that, yeah, it opens up a bunch of doors if I have that in there. You do you. Yeah, thanks, bro. But yeah, so we're gonna go in and do that. So that means what I'm going to what is gonna have to happen, and again, this is, oh geez, so far away. This is gonna be a like a just getting started kind of thing. It's not going to be the and now I finished it all thing. But the reason why that is the case is because I have to deal with moving things, and then I also have to deal with the devlog that I'm also working on. So that's why it's probably not going to be as long of a stream today. But again, I say that all the time, and yet it's not always accurate. We're gonna open up this, and we're not gonna need these things. Let's just move that over there. Okay. So, oh, actually, no, I don't want to open up that. I want to open up the aiming. Where's the aiming? Wait, player aim. Don't I have player aim? I really hope I did that. Player info, aiming. There it is. Just scroll down. Okay, and this is part of the reason why I like having components. Like the components separated out like this, because I want to disable aiming. Ooh, do I want to disable aiming, or do I want to have it so that you can aim after you auto aim? I don't know if I want to do that. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know. What do y'all think? Have it so that you're able to override the auto aiming at any point? Because then I feel like you could accidentally do that. Like there'll be more accidental ones than ones that you actually want to do. If the intent is to not do that. You said change the auto while playing, or not necessarily change the auto aim, just like have it so that if you start moving the right stick to aim, it would override the auto aiming that is going on right or at that moment. And I don't know if I want to do that, because I feel like you would accidentally do that more often than you would want to do that, or like for the target audience, it would be like an accidental one. Maybe because I want to have it so that it's as friction free as possible, where it's just like, okay, it's just like automatically doing these things, and I don't have to deal with all the like the aiming and whatnot. It wouldn't, like, it's not going to be leading shots and stuff, but I feel like the priority over the left. I feel like I'd want the left or right stick to aim priority over the left one. What do you mean by that, bro? So like the aiming for all of this stuff is always gonna, so it's gonna just automatically look at the whatever target that you're looking at. And like the left stick, you moving around will not affect that. Oh no. So, imagine, okay, here, we'll just actually play the game. Okay, imagine I have auto aim turned on. So I will automatically be looking at, like, if you look at my indicator, imagine a door. I'll automatically be looking at the player all the time. Like like this. I have auto aim on and whatnot. But let's say that I move the right stick while this is going on, then should I have it so that you override that auto aim, and then when you let go, it'll flip back to looking at the target. Yeah, the left stick, like me moving around on the left stick, it like we already have that priority. So like when auto aim is off, the left stick is like oh yeah, so this is how it works in Custom Robo. So in Custom Robo, there is no aiming. You cannot aim anywhere else but at a player. So like the C stick doesn't allow you to do the dual stick stuff. And that's the thing that I was trying to bring up. But I don't know whether or not I want to have it so that you override the auto aim stuff to be like, okay, yeah, I want to look this way, because I feel like you would accidentally do that more often than you would intentionally want to do that if you have auto aim turned on. Okay, you think that you would want to have it override stuff? Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm trying to get at, is that I don't know if I would want to have the right stick aim at all if I have auto aim on. If I have it off, oh geez, that visual looks so bad. But if I have auto aim off, then I aim with the right stick, no problem. You can go inside of the when you're like choosing your characters and stuff. Oh, who you're aiming at. So it would just be like a button. So like you would just like press X or something to switch between targets. Which would be fairly similar to how like Custom Robo does it, or games of that ilk, where it's like, oh, you just automatically just switch to whatever is the next available target, and then you'll just go through a list. But yeah, you can turn on auto targeting in here, but right now it's grayed out because it doesn't exist, but it's going to exist. Yeah, like a tab targeting system, exactly. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure how I would want to do the tab targeting system here, because like there's a lot of things here. I would probably want to have it so that it aims at the nearest thing, and then you can then you can change the oh man, I'm glad that I added power-ups. You could change the like the enemy type that you're looking at. So like in this instance, I would be looking at these players. Ouch, jeez. Like I would be looking at the people that are running at me first, but then I can switch to maybe the furthest ones, or the other type next. Oh my goodness, this is so painful. I love how I'm just like not at all paying attention. Here, I am living. Ow, stop. But yeah, then I could do that. But I also might just want to have it so that it's the nearest one. Woo! Oh, why is that up there? There we go. I love how I just suddenly got distracted and I'm now just playing the game. I gotta get to. Yep. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Okay, we're alive. We're alive. We're alive. I really hope that I can get some health. Oh boy. Huh? Oh crap. Not the missiles. Oh goodness. Sweet. Oh no. Okay. Stop getting distracted. Right, aiming stuff. But yeah, yeah. I think that would make a lot of sense. The one problem, or the one thing that I'm nervous about there, is that the enemies are going to be moving. The closest enemy will probably be switching to fairly often. So like, let's say that you're aiming towards whatever enemy in the back, like you switched over to them, and then another enemy becomes the closest enemy. Do I continue continue making you look at the enemy that you're switched to, or do you switch to like auto? It just automatically switches to the nearest one. I don't think that I want to have it so that it automatically switches to the nearest one, because you are intentionally aiming at the person in the back. But yeah, but I think that's a achievable, like, oh, I can figure out what makes the most sense and do some play testing and see how people feel. I think that I would still want to have it so that you're aiming at whatever you're looking at, or whatever you want to look at first. But if I want to have it so that then you switch back to auto, yeah, I think I'd have to try and figure out a way to either indicate that you're now just automatically looking at the closest player or enemy, and whatnot. But yeah, that is well, oh, after you have a target, I think you would stick to it. Yeah, change or it dies. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Oh, until it dies. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Yeah. But then, yeah, then you'll do the game where you're like constantly like tap to get to whatever you want, and then you overshoot it, and you're like, oh, hold on, tap. Like you keep doing that, because that happens often in custom robo, even with if it's just 4 players, that happens fairly often. But it might be okay. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, in terms of players, in terms of like this scope and size, I think, yeah, just looking at an enemy and just saying like cycle through them because there's only 3 is okay, versus like the one where there's like 7 or 8 possible different enemies that you can cycle through. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. Okay, I keep on talking theory about this. I should probably do something. So let's first just get the auto aiming stuff in. So we'll just have it so that inside of the player aim, boom, there we go. We don't need that open. Inside of player aim, we are going to override. Well, we're going to go check to see if auto aim is enabled for this player. Let's see, where do I set up auto aim? I don't think I have that, which would make sense. I do want to save this. Oh no, I don't want to save this because I saved the gameplay. I'll save it anyway to be safe. Okay. So yeah, I want to go in here and no, it's inside of player canvases, inside of this, inside of customize, inside of page, and player settings. Cool. I don't think that there's there's not a thing, so we can go in here and make that. So let's just do that first. So let's do the player info. I want to say it should be player info. Well, actually, no. How am I doing the Rumble stuff? Right. That is a completely separate system. This might be where my limitations of how I made the player info management. This might make this more complicated than it needs to be, because I just need to redo the player info stuff. Okay. Yeah, we'll just go with the inside of player info, I think. So I do need that open. Ah, joke's on me. So I have that open, but in game data, I also need that. Oh, that's where I can look. Instead of going in, well, yeah, I guess going in here because this is where I'll select parts and then team, this part. Team selection. Oh, that's how I do it? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, yeah, I now understand why I really need to now I understand why I really need to redo the player info stuff. So right now the player information doesn't exist until you get to the level, because the way that I have it set up is that the player info all exists on the player and not as like a construct outside of the player, like the actual like player object like moving around and stuff. So I can't go in here and be like, oh, I'll just change the loadout of this thing, or I'll just change the whatever of this thing. So the way that I've been doing it is I've just been adding like lists and stuff outside of it, instead of just being like, here, I'm gonna go and redo the player info stuff, because doing that also changes like the spawning system and all that jazz. Oof, that is unfortunate, but hey, we can make it work. Okay, well then let's make it work. So we have the player aiming. Let's just assume that the player is, or for now, let's just assume that the player is aiming, or is doing the auto aim stuff, so that I can just test it. Because I don't need to necessarily have that button in there, or that toggle in there right now. So, if he has mouse now, I don't care. If they have mouse, or they are changing that, I should probably make that as one thing, but that's fine. Base aiming, basic. Okay. Right. So then it is moving based off of the movement. If it's moving based off the aim. Okay. Now I'm starting to remember how this is set up. I can, instead of doing any of this stuff, let's just have it so that you instead are aiming towards so I have a horizontal and vertical rotation, and it just aims towards some target. So let's do that. So instead of any of this stuff, I'm just gonna comment this out rather than put it in a whatever statement. Horizontal rotation equals, I'll just do 0 and vertical rotation equals 0 for now. But I need to change these things. I need to change these things, but I need to get the target. So I need to look at I think there's game data players. Oh, get nearest. What was in there? Find nearest opponent. There we go. I'm glad that I have these helper functions. And this gives me the vector 3. Cool. So the origin, transform position, and then ignore the player. This should have player ability, right? Yeah. I don't remember. ignore info.team. Yes. So this will get the nearest opponent that is not on your team. Just for now. That'll do fine for now. Okay. And then that will return a vector 3. So let's put that in a vector 3. Nearest. Again, I like being very verbose. Cool. Then I want to get the direction of this. So it should be the vector 3 direction. Or I guess look direction. I'm also realizing like I should really move these things. Look direction. With the look direction, we can go in here and say like equal to transform the position. Whoa, calm down. Minus nearest. And then I should normalize, but I'll normalize it later. And look. Direction. Okay. What is going on here? There we go. Look. Direction Y. Or is it Z? No, it's Z. Yeah, Z. Okay. All right. Ooh, I should probably add some debug info. Just to be like, hey, where are you looking? Okay, let's press play. Oh, yeah, it should be the other way. You're right. It should be the other way, not the origin of the thing. We want it the opposite of what I'm talking about. That's funny. Yes. I do that all the time. Every single time. I'm like, oh yeah, we'll do this. And then I realize that it's the opposite. I'm like, oh. I'm good at aiming. Okay, sweet-ish. Kinda. So, as if you see, it's not aiming directly at me. Oh yeah, vector math, yo. It's so complicated. At least it's not quaternions. Well, it's kind of quaternions, but it's sort of working because I'm about to enter quaternion math. But it's not aiming directly at me. That's because I have it so that the player automatically rotates towards the camera. So I have to compensate for that. And I think I have compensation somewhere. I think I do the compensation somewhere. I just don't know. I don't remember where. Target direction. No, that's mouse aim. Where do I do? Where do I do that? Rotate. Aiming. I don't know where I do that. Why can't I see where I do that? Is it inside of move? Because that would really suck. That's legs. Not that. Yeah, this. I just go to the thing rather than trying to be like, where is it? Player move. Aim, attack, then movement. Okay. Move player, offset rotation. I think that's how I do this. Adjust vector. Mm. Yes, I think I do that. That's so that when up is up, when I push up on the controller, it moves up in the direction of the camera rather than in the direction of world space. Yeah. I think I have to compensate for that in terms of where I'm looking. Info adjusted. Yeah, I think it's the adjusted vector here. So it's the rotation, angle axis, rotation here, target vector. Yeah, so the target vector is the place that I'm trying to go, and then the offset rotation is. Oh wait, there's no camera stuff. Ugh. Yeah, this is the downside. So I've gone on about like me liking to be verbose with all of my names and whatnot, so that I can figure out what exactly I'm doing. And clearly, I was not clear and verbose with all of the variable names and stuff, because I do the cardinal sin of not commenting code. But because I think it's because I'm doing the whole this is a prototype. I need to stop being so strict on like being like, oh, I have to make this system work for something that works in the future, because it's gonna go away. But because I've done that, it makes this fairly hard to follow in comparison to what I typically do. With the downsides, but hey, we're learning about all this stuff and trying to figure things out. So we're just gonna go into the player aim, nearest one. It's looking at the position of the nearest opponent. Yeah, so it's just off. Yeah, that sucks. But yeah, it's just off by a little bit. I think I'm gonna just well, let's see if I can. Right, current rotation, arctan, and then I need to have this be plus the offset of. That's what I gotta do. Okay, I have to do this plus the offset of this thing. Root rotation. Oh, that's what. Okay, yeah. Now I'm understanding. I think I can just do this here. Okay, we'll see if this works. Because the root is the thing that is what you call is changed. And then I want to have the target vector. Well, target vector doesn't exist, which is weird that it is not yelling at me. There, now it is. I'm like, why are you not yelling at me right now? I want to get near. Oh, not nearest. Look direction. Yeah. And then adjusted vector. That's what I want to do. Okay. So we're gonna move this up here. And then adjusted vector. And adjusted. Whoop. And adjusted. Oh, adjusted vector. There. I think that should account for the offset. But we'll see. But hey, who knows? Oh. it has accounted for something. I think it accounted for the opposite of what I wanted. Let's see. Offset. Wait, is it negative? It shouldn't be negative, right? Oh yeah. I think that should account for it. Oh, yep, that is 100% famous last words. Oh no, it should not be negative. Oh wait, yeah, it should be negative. Ha! It worked. Okay, so I totally got lucky there. But yeah, so right now, yeah, it's just automatically aiming for me. So like I am, if you can see, I am just moving around, and it's just aimed for me, and whatnot, which is ideal. This is what I want. So right now, this should just so if I were to, I'm just gonna test this real quick. And maybe this is desired. Oh, hold on. There you go. There it is. Okay. So, I don't care about that stuff. Press start. So, yeah, it is. Everybody's looking at everybody. But it'll snap right now. It just snaps to whoever is the nearest player. So like, yeah, you can see that player 2 is the nearest to player 3, and then I back up, and then player 3 is now near to player 1, and move in and whatnot. Now, yeah, I'm in the middle, so it's looking at me. So yeah, that is what I want. Yeah, this was designed for for you, Preston. No, it wasn't designed for you, Preston. But no, this is something that I want to do because yeah, it'll just automatically aim for you. So it's good for both accessibility and for like if you have difficulty just like trying to think about aiming and shooting at the same time. And it also introduces or makes it so that I can have other input types other than just like a traditional controller or a mouse and keyboard. I could theoretically do like something that is less tactile, like a touchscreen. I have already said all this earlier, so sorry that I keep on saying this, but yeah, so that is part of the thing that I want to do here. Sweet, that's awesome. So yes, I want to do that. I don't know whether or not I want to have it so that like right now it is just automatically looking and whatnot. I don't know if I want to have it so that you can just override what it's looking at using the right stick, because I feel like you would accidentally do that more so than you want to do that. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Oh no, time's running out. Yeah, I won because I shot everybody. But yeah, okay, sweet. But yeah, that's awesome that this is working. Okay, so I guess what would be next is to have it so that I guess, yeah, you can, instead of could you have it so where it snaps between the targets rather than a total override? Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, I could do that. Can you have it so that where it snaps between the targets total override? Yes. Yeah, I guess a hybrid between like a auto aim kind of thing versus you just aiming on your own. Yeah, maybe instead. Yeah, I guess in that case, then you would want to have it so that all of the, if you, yeah, it selects the next target. Yeah, maybe in the future you can set a bigger dead zone for overriding. Oh yeah, I think that, yeah, either having like some type of larger dead zone or something like that. Or I think I would want to try having it so that, in fact, I can do that right now. I want to try it so that if I am aiming, so yeah, if this is 0, In fact, no. Here, hold on. We're about to test things. We're about to test things in a quick and dirty way. So we're going in here. We're saying, hey, all this stuff, do it in here. But only do this if it is literally the same thing. Oh boy. It is the same thing as when you move around. So like right now, if you move around, in the actual game, if you move around with the left stick, you'll aim in the direction that you're moving. But if you start moving with the right stick, then you'll override that and you'll aim in that direction. And I'm just like doing that all the way in one direction. It overrides it. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Okay. So I am not moving the stick, so it's auto aiming right now. And then if I move the stick, I can aim in any direction. If I let go, then it'll just go back to the thing. That already felt fairly natural. Not gonna lie, that feels really natural. And I'm not sitting here doing a bunch of whatnot. Yeah, I kind of like that. This was not my intent originally, but hey, yeah, no, this is kind of nice. Okay. Yeah, it does. It does pay off. Yeah. Wow, that does change things. Okay, I kind of like this. In fact, like, then at this point, you would opt out of auto aiming. Like you would want to have it so that instead of it just being like, oh yeah, I want to aim at whatever, then it could just be like, yeah, I'll automatically aim at. Ooh, no, wait, you wouldn't actually want to opt out of that, because this is why I want to go in and like have multiple enemies and stuff, because this is going to be a whole thing. Going here. Yep. Cool. Yep. We got all these people. They having a good time. All right. Player 1 is in the middle of all these things. Sweet. Why is player 3 not moving? Oh, because of the mouse. Right. Yeah, I'll have to deal with that. But yeah, I'm just gonna move you over here for again, for like ease of things. But yeah, so like the issue here is that like if I want to aim at player 2, I can do that. I can override it. But if I was relying or like thinking about the auto aim often, then I would be like, well, I'm gonna let go, and then it switches back to player 3. So I should probably have it so that it auto aims towards the player that is nearest where you are looking, rather than the player. Oh, and then that would solve the enemy problem. Oh man, I'm starting to get excited about this auto aiming stuff. Okay, so I'm trying to like vocalize all of my thought process so that you understand where I'm coming from, and it's not just a silent thing of me just being like and like doing nothing. So bear with me. But okay, so the reason why I'm excited about this is that, like, yeah, let's say let's do this so you can see my arrow. Well, actually, let's just restart the match so that we have enough time to do things. Let's go over here. Hey, I'm over here. Okay, player 1. Stop firing that. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yes. Yeah. Oh, I'm glad that y'all are entertained by this. It's good. Okay. So here are my current thoughts. I don't know. I don't think that I'm going to actually go about like executing on these things right now. But things to think about. Anyway, my current thoughts are, right now I am aiming at player 2 automatically. I've not moved the right stick to aim. So if I want to aim at player 3, I would move the right stick. So now I'm overriding it and I'm looking at player 3. But I don't want to like I would want to be able to have it so that I just like let go and then it automatically aims at player 3 instead of looking at player 2. And this is where that let's have it so that one, you're overriding something. So instead, let's look at the thing that you are now overriding, rather than the nearest opponent, or like the button that you press to switch. And then I wouldn't necessarily need a button to press a switch, but that could be useful for like accessibility, or like as just an alternative way of switching and tabbing between targets. But yeah, so I could do that. Yeah, I like that, because then if you aim at player 3 and then let go, it should automatically keep aiming at player 3, because that was what you were looking at when you were overriding your aim and stuff, or when you were overriding the aim. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, I like that a lot. But regardless, I kind of like this style of like, you don't have to necessarily aim right now, unless you want to override said aim, because like you want to like lead your shots or stuff like that, because the person is moving around and things like that. And that would be like, those are examples of the reasons why you would want to override your aim and whatnot. So yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense to do that. Okay. Hey, that is exciting that all of that happened. The other thing of note is, as you can see, player 3 is a mouse player, or mouse and keyboard player, and is always constantly overriding the aim because it's the mouse. I can have it so that it just automatically aims at something, and then you have to press a button to override your aim or something like that. But yeah, I think with that one, I'd want to think about that a little bit more, and whatnot. So yeah. Okay. Wow, that right there was pretty exciting. Yeah, pretty exciting to figure that, to find that aha discovery moment. Okay, so with that said, I think that I will probably, because I don't want to have it so that you press the button to switch between things anymore. Well, yeah, I do want to have that still, I guess. Yeah, I still want to have that, so I should probably do that. But I don't know. Man, now I'm just thinking about the various things that I should probably figure out. But it is getting a little bit late in the day where I need to switch gears and work on moving things, or the moving stuff that I'm having to deal with, and the devlog that I am still trying to figure out time to actually do and things. So I think I might call it here, unfortunately. I know, but yeah, as y'all saw, the things that I've done today and stuff, just a quick recap. Worked on getting the show HUD stuff, so I can go in here and show off the things. Worked on getting the show off stuff. Oh yeah, thank you. I'm probably not gonna stream the move. I don't even know if I would do a video on it. But I'll definitely like show like a tour of the office space that I'm gonna be finally having, rather than being in this all room that is a bedroom. But one thing that I've done is have the show HUD new studio tour. Exactly. Show HUD. So now the HUD can go away. Eventually the indicators will also probably go away, because you wouldn't need this when they are eventually will be 3D models, and they'll be facing the player and such. So that'll be nice. But the show HUD toggle now works with the new HUD that were above the players. So that was easy. I have a more elaborate windscreen. Hold on, let me take it out. Bam, got him. So there's that, and then it shows this. That will help prevent people from accidentally pressing restart immediately after pressing or after doing like the final kill or you're jumping around or whatever. So that is nice. And then the other thing is getting a start on this auto aim stuff and the aha moments that we had together, trying to figure out the what you call things. Like trying to figure out like what exactly auto aim would be. Is this the default? Is this something you opt in or out of? Is this something that you can override? All that stuff. We figured all that stuff out. But man, yeah, that was really nice. I really like that discovery part. But cool. All right. Well, thanks everybody again for sticking around and hanging out. I hope you either got some work done or got entertainment out of me mumbling to myself, rambling to myself, trying to think about all these the possibilities of things. But yeah, no problem. But all right, I will leave it there. Thanks everybody so much, and again, hopefully I will have the devlog out soon. I keep saying that, but this moving stuff has been dominating my life in terms of time and like mind share. So yeah, no problem, everyone. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. See ya.